This is why you should always keep a family photo album. A kid named James decided to visit his grandparents at the retirement home. He notices a family photo book and asks if he can see it. The grandparents tell him absolutely not, and James becomes curious and waits till they leave to look at it. Dinner is called and James sneaks back into the room and starts investigating the photo book. He finds pictures of his grandfather who was a teenager holding a baby girl. As he's looking, he hears footsteps and starts to put the book back. His grandfather walks in the room and says, "What are you still doing here?" James then asks the question, "Do you have any siblings?" His grandfather remained quiet and James then felt bad for asking the question. As James is leaving, he remembers that his grandparents owned a house prior to them living in the retirement home. He brings the hatchet because he knows that it's abandoned and drives there and bangs open the door. As soon as he walks in, he notices the smell. He constantly searches the bedrooms and can't find anything and decided to search the attic. As he's searching the attic, he hears this scratching sound in the floor. He uses the hatchet, breaks open the floor, and finds this woman who looks homeless. He freaks out and calls the police and they start to investigate it. A couple days go by and he goes back to visit his grandparents and he asks the receptionist, "May I visit my grandparents?" The receptionist looks at him and says, "Haven't you heard? Your grandfather was arrested for imprisonment and torture of his